A beautiful morning here in Mississippi. Your host, Mudface here. It actually looks better than it does in this night vision, but anyway, hunting public land this morning. Mr. Cave's got him a bird, so the rest of the week I'm hunting public land. Weather has improved, or in my opinion, improved for hunting. It's much cooler. It's like low 50s right now. Humidity's dropped. I'm hoping the birds are going to be gobbling because of that, but you never know. So I'm headed back in here pretty deep. I don't know, maybe a mile, we'll say. That's not too severe, but I picked a spot on the map. I rode around on this property yesterday a little bit and just kind of dropped some pins from what I could tell looked good from the road and from the maps. But I'm gonna head on back in here and wait for it to start getting daylight and try to locate some birds. I've got 4 full days to hunt and then a 5th morning if necessary. So let's head on back here and wait for daylight. No gobbles yet. I'm gonna continue down this road just a little bit farther. Then I'm about to cut off and head into the woods. I dropped a pin on Onyx when I was doing my cyber scouting, and it's an area I want to see in person. It looks interesting from satellite images. Just got some nice transitions and a little bit of different cover types, and looks like a small clearing. And I'm hoping there's birds around. I'm hoping they're somewhere. So far, I haven't heard anything. Not even a distant gobble. I haven't heard anything yet, but I'm walking right along this road here, and as you can see, there's not a whole lot of bare ground, and what areas are bare are pretty solid. I'm not gonna leave any tracks. I did find some old scratching back up that way a little bit. It seemed to be a small cluster, but it looked like it was at least a week or so old. But anyway, right here along the ditch, you can see where the water's been rushing down through here and removing the pine needles and all the leaf cover and all that stuff, but it's exposing some soft dirt. So I've been kind of keeping an eye on it, looking for tracks. I haven't seen any yet. I saw something back there that kind of made me think it was a turkey track, but it was so worn out I couldn't tell for sure. It was just barely a impression in the dirt. And I couldn't quite make out what it was exactly, but just keep an eye on this ditch as I walk along. Real quiet out here this morning. Certainly can't complain about the weather for the past 3 days. I know it's a little warmer than normal for this time of year in Mississippi, but I don't mind that. There's no rain and there's no wind, so we got that going for us. Now my first turkey track. It was like a hen track with a coyote track. Looks like the hen stepped on the coyote track. So there's turkeys back here, at least one. Keep moving along real slowly. See if we can find a bird. Finally getting into some woods that are more to my liking, a little more open. A little easier to walk through here. Still haven't found any turkey sign yet. But I haven't given up. This reminds me a lot of a piece of public I used to hunt in South Carolina. Pines that transitioned into like a little creek bottom. The only difference is this was pretty flat and it wasn't any hills dropping down into the bottom. It's maybe just a few feet in elevation change. But the woods are a little more open here. Just enough cover to conceal your movement somewhat. But this is where I would think I would find any turkey sign if there's any out here. So I'm gonna work this creek as long as I can and look for tracks in any bare spots that I see. And if I see any fresh sign, I may just set a blank off a little bit. All right, it's about 3:30 in the afternoon. A little late getting back out here. When I left the other place, I ran into an older gentleman that's hunting back here also, and we swapped stories for a while and had lunch. Exchanged phone numbers so we can kind of report what we're hearing and seeing, and hopefully he'll get one this evening. But we got about, I guess it's about 3.5 hours until sunset. This is another area I had marked on the map for my cyber scouting. Some pines and near a little creek bottom. This bottom looks a little bigger, a little wider than the one I was at this morning. So I'm hoping maybe it holds some turkeys. So I'm gonna ease down here along the little creek bottom and scan for tracks and sign and just do some walking and calling. We got private land that way a few hundred yards. It's got a field there, and pines are pretty open right here. They're thick on either side, but there's a strip going that way, and it looks like a good spot for the turkeys to kind of hit that field. The field is long and stretches quite a ways from the road. So it's possible turkeys are using it, but I'm walking the ditch here and I'm not seeing any tracks in this mud. Now it rained a few days ago, so it's possible it washed anything away, but you'd think if they were in here regularly, then there'd be some tracks in this mud. I'm gonna hit a call anyway and just see if I can get a response. Starting to think there's no turkeys back here at all. And this whole chunk of public. Certainly there's not much sign. There's not even much hunter sign. Maybe the locals know there's nothing back here. This looks pretty good. Now, are there turkeys around? That's the question. I'm gonna sit up here and call for a little bit. This looks just too pretty. Nice open, somewhat open bottoms. Big wide lane here with grass. Yep. Right here, big gobbler track. Right there. That's what I wanted to see. I'm gonna slip up here off the road a little bit. I'm gonna sit here for a while. It's getting late in the day. It's 4:30, so we've got about 2.5 hours of light, but 2 hours of workable light where birds may come into the call. It's hard to get them to come in that last half hour. So I'm gonna run my pot call a little bit here and there. Hopefully I get a bird to stroll on through. hooted over there a little bit ago. That owl's looking for me. But basically, what I did is I walked y'all can forget about it. There's no gobblers over there. I've already hooted. Anyway, I went about where you hear those owls hooting, and that's where I stopped, and I hit my owl call a couple times and didn't get a gobble. But I'm coming here in the morning anyway, and so I got to thinking about it. I don't want to sit out there till dark. I got a long walk out of here. I'll get home late if I sit there till dark, and I'm coming here to hunt in the morning anyway because it's got this nice bottom. It goes a long ways up. I don't know, a mile or more. So if there's any gobblers there, they're going to be there in the morning, and I'm going to be here. So I don't know, just my thinking that, yeah, of course it'd be nice to know exactly what tree's in, but I got to think about sleep also. If I don't get out of here and back so I can get a good night's sleep, I'm going to struggle to get up in the morning. And when you're filming and editing and trying to hunt, every little bit of sleep counts. And I didn't nap in the woods today, so I didn't get any sleep at all today. I got about 4 hours of sleep last night and hunted all day. Well, most of the day. I did stop for that lunch break. Tomorrow I'm going full bore. I will not leave the woods until I kill a bird or I run out of time. So that's it for day 3 here in Mississippi. Maybe day 4 bring me some luck.